Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the honey, right? So we are discussing the carbohydrate containing crude drugs. In that, this is the third drug which we are going to discuss, that is the honey. Honey is also very good example for the carbohydrate containing crude drugs, right? So it will also having the different types of saccharides, sugars, and carbohydrate contains into the honey liquid. So that we are going to discuss entire pharmacognosy, how the honey it is being prepared by the different bees, and what kind of process is involved, what are the pharmacognostical details, chemical constants, and uses, right? So let us discuss. First of all, you can see the honeycomb here, how the already you are very much aware that you might be seeing in your village areas or in your residential area surrounding, right? Even in this college building also there is a honeycomb, right? So how this comb it is going to be like, you can see that small holes it is there, where the whatever the sugar liquid, watery liquid, it is the collected from the different flowers that will be collected by the bees. You can see how the bees are there in the group, and if it will be in trees, branches, it will be like look like this. You can see how in small comb also it is available in small branches. If it is big branch of the tree, there will be the big comb. It will not only into the trees, it will be there in the buildings also. That's what we can see in the this college building also, right? So this is the called a honeycomb. So when you are going to extract that one, after removing, by after putting the smokes and all, there is different process to remove the bees from their comb, and later on the extracting the honey from their honeycomb. So after extracting, after purification, the honey supposed to looks like this highly viscous liquid, and having all the medical property it is supposed to have in this purified honey. So, right. So let us discuss the pharmacognostical details about honey. If you talk about the synonyms, or what are the other names, or it is known into the different region and different area of the different country, it is also known as a madhu, 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 and mad, madh, and also known as mel, right? And purified honey, right? So these are the four main synonyms which it is very much popular, and it is being called in these names. Coming to the biological source, from where it is coming, right? Actually, honey is the viscid and sweet secretion stored in the honeycomb by various species of bees, right? The bees species, they are going to prepare actually this one, right? Such as Apis mellifera, Apis dorsata, Apis florea, Apis indica. These are the four species name, and other species of Apis genus, right? So it is belonging to the family Apidae, and the other family order it is the Hymenoptera, right? So Apidae, you need to remember Apidae family, whatever the bees, right? That's what. Here we are not talking about any plant or any other, the scientific name whatever we are studying here, Apis mellifera, Apis dorsata, that are the bees species, right? So ultimately what it is indicating in biological source, the honey it is being prepared or biosynthesized into the bee's body. Okay, the honeycomb it is just for the storehouse, nothing else. Okay, coming to the geographical source of where it is generally honey, bees are available, and honeycombs. Honey is available in abundance in Africa, India, Jamaica, Australia, California, Chile, Great Britain, and also in New Zealand. So these are the countries where the bees are available and they are preparing the honey in their comb. Coming to the cultivation and collection parameters, right? So that is very important since it is the naturally processed. So cultivation, it is there will be we are going to have the collection parameters here, right? So the nectar of the flowers, here you can see the different flowers. Nectar of the flowers is a watery solution containing 25% of sucrose and 75% of water. So whatever the watery solution it is there into the nectar of the different flowers, it will be having 25% sucrose, right? The sweetness or sugar will be there, and the remaining 75% and more than half percent it is going to have the water content only, right? So what is happening, the worker bees, right? Here three types of bees I kept here: worker bees, queen bees, and the drone bees, right? So these worker bees, the first one, these are known as worker bees. Worker bees sucks these nectar, right? Whatever the nectar where the this watery solution it is there, they are going to suck it, and through its hollow tube of mouth, in their mouth there will be the hollow tubes, that is the proboscis, that is known as, right? And deposits in honey sacs located in abdomen, there in their abdominal cavity there will be the honey sac, right? There they are going to deposit here in their body only, right? They're now, we are not talking about outside, inside the body, their body, after sucking from their hollow tube of the mouth, and they will store into the honey sac, right? The enzyme invertase, right? Enzyme will be there in their body and their saliva. Invertase present in the saliva of the bees, right? Enzyme invertase enzyme present in the saliva of the bees that converts nectar into invert sugar, right? Whatever the nectar has been that collected, that will be converted into the sugar, which is partially utilized by the bee, and the remaining is deposited into honeycomb, right? First of all they will use for their own, but remaining thing whatever it is been prepared, that they are going to put into the honeycomb. Honeycomb is smoked to remove the bees, and honey is obtained by applying the pressure onto it or allowing it to drain naturally, right? Here the honeycombs, if you will apply the smoke, these bees they are going to fly and they'll go somewhere, right? This process has to be done carefully, because once if they will start biting, you may get fever and so many other incidents may happen, right? So that's what is smoking also generally in night time they are selecting to collect this one, or after applying pressure, if you'll press that sponge, like it will be there and all the honey will come out, or you can naturally drown, right? The honey is commerce in heated to 80 degrees centigrade and allowed to stand, right? The impurities which float onto the surface are skimmed off, and the liquid is diluted with water to produce the honey of 1.35 density. The density of the natural and pure honey should be 1.35, right? So that's what, once if you'll boil it with all the impurities will come out onto the surface, then that you can skimmed off or remove it, right? Coming to the here, the natural density of the honey, it is 1.47 actually natural, but we have to make into the, that's what 1.35, right? Many a time honey is extracted from the comb by centrifugation. We can use centrifugation with the rotation into per minute, and it will automatically they will come from the cell debris. It must be free from foreign substances, of course, because they are going to be used for different purpose, and foreign matter will be there, means obviously they are going to affect. Honey is liable to fermentation unless it is suitably processed, right? So that's what honey, it may undergo fermentation, that's what it has to be processed suitably or perfectly. Yeah, remove has to be remove the impurity has to be very proper, and other foreign matter supposed to be removed properly. Honey is heated at 80 degrees centigrade before it is sent to the market, so as it to avoid fermentation. If once if you'll boil it 80 degrees centigrade, if you'll heat it, you can remove so many impurities and other matter which cause the fermentation, and we can avoid the fermentation. It should be cooled rapidly or else in darken into the color on keeping it, if necessary, and if not prepared by centrifugation method. Honey is required to be filtered through wet cloth or funnel to remove the unwanted organic foreign organic matter, right? Coming to the morphology, if you see the color, outer appearance, it is pale yellow to reddish brown, right? Odor pleasant and characteristics. Taste, of course, sweet and slightly acrid. Acrid will be slightly. Extra feature, if you want to see that, however, the taste and odor of honey solely depends on the availability of surrounding flowers, because ultimately they are collecting the nectar of the flower. So the flower depend on the surrounding flowers from which the nectar is collected. On prolonged storage, it usually turns the apoc and granular due to the crystallization of dextrose, and is termed as a the granulated honey, right? Chemical constituents. Let's see what are there in the honey. The average composition of honey is moisture 14 to 24%, dextrose 23 to 36%, levulose or fructose 30 to 47%, sucrose 0.4 to 6%, dextrine and gum 0 to 7%, and ash 0.1 to 0.8%. So these are the different composition honey supposed to have. Beside, it found to contain small amount of essential oil, beeswax, pollen grains, formic acid, acetic acid, succinic acid, maltose, dextrine, coloring pigments, vitamins, and an admixture of enzymes. For example, diastase enzyme, invertase enzyme, and inulase enzyme. So you can see the lot of constituents it is there, apart from the dextrose and fructose, right? Since we are studying this drug into the carbohydrate containing crude drug, that's what we could see. The lot of carbohydrate contents are available here: maltose, carbohydrate, dextrine, carbo, right? So many things which is the related to saccharides only. The interestingly, the sugar contents in honey varies widely from one country to another, as it is exclusively governed by the source of the nectar, right? The availability of fragment flowers in the region, right? Somewhere rose are available, somewhere sunflowers available, somewhere marigolds so different flowers, what kind of flowers it is available surrounding. And also the enzymatic activity solely controlling the conversion into honey, right? Since we have seen that by the sucking the nectar from their hollow tube of mouth, and they are storing into the honey sac into their abdomen. So there the enzyme, the invertase enzyme, it is converting into the honey, that nectar it is converting into the honey. Coming to the chemical test, if you want to check the purity of the your given sample of honey, how we are going to do it? Adulteration in honey is determined by the following test. The first one, right? The Fah's test for artificial invert in sugar. The honey 10 ml, if you will take shake with petroleum or ether 5 ml for 5 to 10 minutes. The upper ethereal layer it is separated and evaporated in China dish. Upper layer, after dissolving with the petroleum ether and shaking, this upper layer we have to remove and evaporate with the China dish. On addition of 1% solution of resinol in hydrochloric acid 1 ml, a transit red color is formed in natural honey, while artificial honey color persists for some time, right? So this method you can do to ensure pure honey. Second method is given, second identification test has been given, like reduction of failing solution. To an aqueous solution of honey 2 ml, failing solution A and B are added to both the, okay, and a reaction mixture is heated with the steam bath for 5 to 10 minutes. Brick red color is produced due to the presence of reducing sugar, right? Brick red color. So failing solution A and B, it is very helpful. Limit test also you can perform. Third one, limit test of chloride, sulfate, and ash 0.5% are compared with the pharmacopoeial specifications. Coming to the uses, how it is useful, what are the use of honey? Honey shows mild laxative, right? bactericidal, sedative, antiseptic, and alkaline characters, right? So you might be seeing that honey, if you are getting mouth ulcer, or if you are getting somewhere throat pain or something like that, generally you can take the honey and ginger. The many people in ayurvedic or in primary treatment, it will be suggested because of laxative, because of antiseptic activity, right? And the bactericidal, of course, it is antimicrobial acting bactericidal also. It is going, that's what, if you are taking in sore throat, your throat, it is going to clear. Laxative, of course, honey is having laxative property. It is helping into the form the fecus into the large intestine, right? It is also used for cold, of course, cold, cough, fever, sore eye, and throat. Okay, so that's what since it is bactericidal, it is having the use on the cold. Cold is what? Bacterial infection only. Cough, of course. Fever also infection only. Sore eye and sore throat, bacterial infection only, right? So if you, it is used tongue cleaner, right? Tongue also, if you having any ulcer in mouth, you can take, or in the tongue, if any wound created, that also it will be helpful, since it is antiseptic, right? And duodenal ulcer, if you're in duodenum, if you are feeling that any ulcer it is created, if you'll use honey by oral route, it is going to heal the liver disorder. Of course, the honey, if you'll take, it is going to metabolize in liver, and if hepatocytes, the number of liver cells, it is reducing. If you'll regular use of honey can increase the hepatocytes. Constipation, since it is used as a laxative, it will help into the constipation, because laxative properties, it is the forming the fecus, right? Diarrhea, if you are having diarrhea, then also the infection can be reduced. Kidney and other urinal disorders, of course, if it will go to the kidney area and urinal area, it is going to have the healing activity. Pulmonary tuberculosis, then marasmum, rickets, scurvy, insomnia. So these are the many use honey is having medicinal. It is applied as a remedy on open wounds after surgery. You can see, before that there was no ointment, antimicrobial ointment or wound healing ointment. So honey only used to be have in every home, and it is the very good example of the primary treatment. If now also, if you are getting any wound, and if you are not able to go to the hospital or medical store, anyway the chance is very less. But even though, if you will having honey in your home or in your kitchen, that if you will apply, definitely you will get the 200 300 rupees cost, what do you call, ointment. You will get the same result, let me tell you. It prevents infection and promote healing, of course, because it is a bactericidal, right? So an antiseptic, definitely it is going to prevent the infection into the wound, and it will promote the healing. Since infection will be reduced, automatically healing will start faster. Honey works quicker than many antibiotics because it is easily absorbed into the bloodstream, right? The pH of the honey and the pH of the blood, it is matching, and it will easily absorb, and it will be going to work fast action, right? It is also useful in healing of carbuncles, chaps, scalds, then white loss and skin inflammation, vermicides locally as XPN, in the treatment of aphtha and other infection in the oral mucous membrane. It is recommended in the treatment of the preoperative cancer, and honey mixed with the onion juice, and is good remedy for the arteriosclerosis and the arteriosclerosis in the brain, right? Diet rich honey is recommended for the infants, convalescents, and the diabetic patient or invalids, right? So these are the different use. It is having medicinal value, nutritive value, and it is also having the commercial purpose for industrial value, right? So likewise, the honey is very good example for carbohydrate containing crude drugs, and it is having more medicinal value. And that's what this particular drug becomes very important for exam point of view, and for daily use point of view, and for general knowledge point of view, right? So you should not leave this drug